पूर्वेऽपि कर्तमपराशरभानुमुख्याः यत्सेवया गुणगणाट्यमपत्यमापुः तं पूर्णसद्गुणतनं करुणामृताब्धिं नारायणं कुलपतिं शरणं भजेम। निर्मत्य उग्रपवार्णवे निजमनोपीष्टं दिशामीति यः सम्यक् ज्ञापयितुं करेण विरसन्मन्थानं मन्नेन च रम्यं दामतन्महेशरजतग्रामश्रियोऽलङ्कृतिः कर्मन्तीश्वरभक्तिबन्धनवशः प्रीतोऽस्तु कृष्णप्रभुः। पापावली पाटनपट्वपाङ्गः श्रीपाणिपद्माञ्चितजानुजङ्गः गोपालबालकृपया स्वयन्नः श्रीपाण्डुरङ्गो भवतु प्रसन्नः। व्यासाय भवनाशाय श्रीशाय गुणराशये हृद्याय शुद्धविद्याय मध्वाय च नमो नमः। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् अरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वच्च हनुमस्मरणात् भवेत्। मुकोऽपि यत्प्रसादेन मुकुन्दशयनायते राजराजायते रिक्तः राघवेन्द्रं तमाश्रये। आपादमौलिपर्यन्तं गुरूणाम् आकृतिमस्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति च मनोरथाः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। Till today we are wondering our lecture should be in which way, either in the way of Pata or in the way of Pravachana. There are two ways. So one is the way of Pata and another one is the way of Pravachana. So I got the feedback from some people. So now I am taking the midway. So it should be like Pata and it should be like Pravachana, like that. So we are going through the text and at the same time we are elaborating the message also. So that is why till today I was in confusion which kind of mode we should select. So I have decided that so there's a midway that it should be like Pata also, it should be like Pravachana also, so that who are interested they can take the book with them and they can follow the sloka by sloka, and at the same time in particular position we will be elaborating and giving the message also. That is why today I have decided which mode we should follow. And as of now we have come to the shloka as Sarva eva Maharathaha. We started from the first shloka, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, Samavetaha, Yotsavaha, Mamakaha, Pandavaha, Shaiva, Kiva Kurvata Sanjaya. If you go through like fully Pata, then it may take 10 years because we should elaborate all words and all meanings, and we cannot finish even 10 slokas before concluding the Chaturmasya. So if you take the mode of Pravachanam, then you are not having any base. So there should be a base and there should be a message also. That's why I have taken the form of midway. It should be half Pata, it should be like Pata, and it should be like Pravachana also. That is why I am going through following all the slokas, and wherever we want to elaborate and give the elaboration, not word by word, but with the meaning, with the message. We are only elaborating the message, not the text. That's why just we are following the text and elaborating the main message. That is why today onwards we are going to follow the slokas and at the same time we are elaborating the main message in the particular point. So that we have come to the shloka, the 6th shloka. We have already finished. Just I will read that and then I will go ahead. Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, Samavetaha, Yuyutsavaha, Mamakaha, Pandavaschaiva, Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. The question from Dhritarashtra. For this question, we word by word we found the sound science, how it sounds and what was the inner meaning and what was the background. All these things we went through. And second sloka also, Drishtva tu Pandavanikam Yudam Duryodhanastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanamabravit. We went word by word and we elaborated the background of the even single word. Drishtva tu. What is the meaning of tu? How we can apply tu everywhere. We can add that tu with all words. Drishtva tu. Pandavan tu. Pandavani kam tu. Dravudham tu, like that. Everywhere we can join this two so that it will be producing new meaning and it will be producing special meaning. We went through this sloka word by word. Vishtva Pandavanikam Dvyudham Daryodarastada Acharyam Upasangamya Raja Vachanamabravit. Pashyatam Pandupatranam Acharya Mahatim Chamam Vyudham Drupadaputrena Tava Shishyena Dibata. In this third shloka also how he was annoying and he was irritating Dronacharya. The method of wicked people irritating the person and making him activated. Like that, here also he is irritating and he was calling his guru. He didn't call by the name of guru. He said, "You are Acharya, Pandavanam Acharya. You are not my Acharya. You are not my guru. You are guru of the Pandavas. You are eating here and you are doing service to another house. And all the time you are betrayed," like that. He was irritating him. Acharyanam Pandaputranam Acharya Yudham Drupadaputrena. She was mentioning the name of Drupada because he wanted to, what we say, he wanted to irritate him. When Dronacharya hears the name of Drupada, he will be irritated. You might have known the story of Drupada and Dronacharya. They were classmates, and when they were classmates, and one is the son of Brahmana and one is the son of king. So they were studying together. In olden days, that was the practice that people, even kings, they were sending their kids to forest to get the education. Because in this juncture, I want to elaborate the system of education in olden days. The purpose of the education, not the reading and writing, but the purpose of the education is value building. That is why in olden days the education system was built to promote the values of life values. That is why they used to how we should build the life value. The life value we can build. In the beginning, one should have the difficulties. The early period of the life, one should witness the difficulties of the life. Then the person will not go in future, he will not go in wrong way. So after experiencing the difficulties of the life, only the person will be in the proper path. Otherwise, he will be go away. That is why every parents, they were training their kids in that way. Sometimes natural difficulties were there. Sometimes if they are not having natural difficulties, they create artificial difficulties also. And they train their kids in through that. Though the father and parents, they are millionaires, they were acting like poor. So they didn't give money directly. If you give money directly, then the kids, they don't know the value of the money. So one should know the value of the money, one should know the value of time, one should know the value of the life. In that way, golden education system was formed. That is why they used to put their kids through the difficulties. Either it may be natural or it may be artificial. That is why they were sending their kids to forest. And the main value of the life is seva mindedness. So one should be trained in the way of seva. We have come to this earth not for taking but to serving. to serve Lord, to serve our parents, to serve our Guru, and to serve the nation, to serve the society, we have come to this earth. That was the main focusing value through the the students. That is why they have put their children in Gurukula. The method was the education. He should not get the class, but before class, he should serve his Guru. That is why they made the system like that. Each kid should study in Gurukula only, not in house. The main purpose of the education is service and detachment. If you keep your kids all the time with you, then they are attached to you and you are attached to them. Then attachment will be built up. Once the attachment will be built up, then they will be misguided. The real value of the life and reality is detachment. If you build attachment more and more, one day it will be burst because it is not real. What we say it is mine and me and everything, if you go on in that wrong way, one day it will collapse. So the better path is not building the attachment. If you build the attachment, then one day you should suffer. If you don't build, there is no point for suffering. That is why the olden education system was formed in the way of detachment and service-mindedness and experience of the difficulties of the life and value of the life and value of the money. That is why in olden days, all people, they were ready to obey their parents. Whatever their parents say, they, without any question, they used to accept that because they were trained like that. They were treating their parents as Matra Devo Bhava, Pitra Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Their first first teaching is respect everyone. And mainly your parents, father, mother, guru, and God, and society. When you go to one place, first you should do the namaskara. When you go to the sabha, you should do the namaskara, sabhaye namaha. Like that, that was the value underwent in the education system. In that way, the education system was built. That is why in olden days, kings also they were sending their kids to forest. Though they have all kinds of facilities, they can invite guru to their palace and they can order, teach my son, and with all facilities and with all comforts, they could have the education, but they didn't do that. Kings, they were thinking that my son should be the prince and he should be the king. When he is going to be the king, then he should know the problem of common person. He should know the value of the life and he should know the pulse of subjects, the praja. For that, he should live with that. Nowadays what we say, grama vastavya. So kings should come to grama and they should stay there. Then only they will know the mentality of the people and problems of the people, how to solve that. Otherwise, if they are always in AC room and they are in hi-fi and they are in high, they cannot plan properly because they are not knowing the proper situation of the people. So for that, they should come down and they should live together and they should know, understand, they should build up the relationship with the people, then they should have the rapport and they should have the connection with the people, then only they can rule the kingdom in proper way. That is why, that was the system in olden days. The kings, they used to send their kids to the ashrama and Gurukulam. Now many people, they claim our modern education system is failed. All the time they give the statement, oh, our modern system has become failed because they cannot face their life. Though they are more into jobs and earning money, but they have no life values and they cannot face the reality and they cannot win the problem. When problem comes, they will be solved by the problem. That kind of things nowadays we hear because of the wrong education system. In our education system, we are neglecting our olden values. That is why our education system is going to be failed. Our education system is based only memorizing everything and how to earn money and how to get the big job and more money. That's all. They are not teaching how to respect other people and how to live together and how to face the problems and how to serve the nation. All these things are not taught. That is why we can see the failure of our education system by referring the older education system. In that system, that is why this Drupada, he went through. The father of Drupada sent his son to Gurukul. And in Gurukulam, and Dronacharya and this Drupada, they were classmates. They were always playing and they were in roommate, classmate, everything. That is why they could understand the reality of the life. In this point, I want to give more information and more analysis about the education system and how to reform. We can reform our education system with the old values and gold values. Then only how our Indian education system will be the number one system in the whole world. That is why we should research about the education system and we should reform the education system. Nowadays, the main problem is not giving the respect. And the education time has become so comfortable. And students are without any responsibility. They are always enjoying the life in childhood. That was the main problem. I had a classmate. I had a person whom I know very well. In higher primary school and in high school and also in the college, always he was procuring first rank, second rank, third rank. And I was very much proud of him. In the final year of the college, I was so surprised to hear the result. He was failed. He met me sometimes and I asked him, what happened? Throughout your education year, you are getting first rank, second rank or third rank. But here no first class, no second, even just pass also, you didn't do. What happened? Why this kind of fall? Then the guy, he replied, Swamiji, you are telling that I am clever, I am very bright, that is why I purposefully failed. I was so surprised. He said, I am not a guy, the innocent guy to be passed. So I am bright, that is why I failed. I was so surprised. How students, they are struggling to get first class or just pass. What they do during their exam, they copy. Some people, they put something in their shirt, and some people, we have heard, some people, they were writing in their hands and palm and then they see the answers in the hall, exam hall. All these Chitapati they are doing. All these games they are doing to just to pass the exam. But this guy used to say that because of I am very bright, that is why I fail. I was so surprised. Then I asked, what's running in your mind? Why you are telling like that? He said, Swamiji, you don't know, this is the golden time. When I go to college, this is the golden time of my life. Once I pass, then responsibility will come. My parents say, join job, go, search, and do that. So I know that. So that I don't want to lose my golden time of the life. So that purposefully I wanted just extension of my golden time. That is why I fail. So whenever I think that okay, it's enough, then I can pass. That is why purposefully I fail. You see the mind of students and the system, how the system is from our education system. During that time, there is a golden time for enjoying the life. That is why in the college and other places we can see the mentality of the students, not for getting the values, but just for passing the time without responsibility. Because parents, they are supporting like anything. They don't want to miss that opportunity. That is why purposefully some people, they are going to be fail. What I am going to tell, the difference between olden system and new system. In old system, one should strive and hard working and doing seva, everything. And though they have all kinds of facilities, though they are the children of kings, they should wash the vessels, they should clean up the ashrama, they should feed the cows, and they should do the seva of Guru, then only they will be fed. If he is not doing that, they will not be fed. That kind of things added in the education system. To get the knowledge, she should work hard and he should do the seva, and by the grace of Guru, he should get the knowledge. That was the system. But nowadays, there is no connection between Guru and Shishya. The Shishya says, whatever you want to bark, you bark. Don't interfere in my life. I am doing whatever I want. If you want to have the lecture, you do the lecture. Don't see us what we are doing. It is not your job. So sometimes in college they put aeroplane and all these things. The back seat was only for those students. If something the teacher or lecturer will ask, it's not your job. And nowadays, in olden days, children were frightened to gurus. Now gurus are frightened to students. They are very, very careful. When they are taking the class, they have the security and everything. They should get the security. Like that kind of things are going on. That is why I am noting the values of old system and values which we are lacking now. So in old system, it was taught whatever your elder says and whatever your guru and whatever your parents say, you should obey. That is why in olden days, during marriage time also, just parents say, marry that girl. Okay, just he comes and marry that girl. No dating, no discussion, no. The same thing if you say now, mind your business, don't interfere in my life. It's not your job. So parents are frightened. They are frightened to ask about their marriage. They are very much frightened because our education system is like that. We are educating people, developing the ego. So it's mine and my wish. It's a liberty. If you push all the time liberty, it's mine and me, my wish, then you will not be following any person. It says, I am independent. I have done. That's why in day one, in Western countries, what they teach, the first day they say, don't listen to your ma'am. Don't listen to your dad. If something goes wrong, call 911. They put the fake of 911. That is the first day class, day one class, teaching. But in our olden days, the first day class is Matra Devo Bhava, Pitra Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, like that. So we see the difference about the system of education in olden days and nowadays. If we will not rectify our mistake, then we should going to be face the consequence, and we should going to be face the problem. That is why we are witnessing now. That is why in this point I am emphasizing the first thing what we should do in our nation, we should adopt the values of olden days and according to making relevant to the present context. If you are not adopting the old values, then our education system is going to create, rather than good people, it will be bad people. That is why it is now understand, now people they say, if someone is educated, then he is not respecting anyone. Yesterday our Upadhyaya was telling that, someone was telling that, what is the difference between India and America. In America, I think from Pramod he was telling, in America, you can recognize one person who educated when if someone is going to give hello, how are you, then you can consider, oh, that guy is educated. In India, if you say someone is namaskara, then you can see he didn't go to college. There is a difference. If our college person goes to college, then he is not going to give namaskar to anyone. He will not bother. If he is a village person, then certainly he will say namaskar, namaskar, namaskar. So this kind of difference we can notice an account of our education system, the difference of education system. That is why we should rectify our mistake, and we should reform, and we should once again modify our education system. Then only the study of Gita will be more powerful, it's more beneficial. That is why Drupada Putrena, when we hear the name of Drupada, then we remember all the olden system and Gurukula Paddhati, all these things. So that is why here Duryodhana, he is referring Drupada Putrena, because you are attached to your classmate. That is why your classmate son is there. So you are supporting him like that. Duryodhana was irritating Dronacharya. That was the method of his management, irritating and getting the job. That is not the proper method. Job should be with pleasure, not by pressure. If you create pressure deadlines, then BP and all these things will come. Then for the time being you may get the result, but in long term you will be in problem. That is why we can see the method of management of Duryodhana, and as well as the management of Dharmaraja. We can see through the Gita. That is why I am pointing out the values, the background of Bhagavad Geetha studies. So I am very glad to give this lecture today, referring the Drupada Putrena, and tomorrow we can see how the education system further we can modify in the light of Bhagavad Gita. So I am very glad to deliver the lecture on Gita today here in the house of our Mata. So Mula Mata, Pramod's house has become our Mata, so that we are very glad to offer the puja in our Mata in the name of Prashant, double Prashant. So that here, so I am going to offer my prayer to Krishna to bless the family of Prashant and also all the devotees here.